There's two. I'm just gonna set mine on the table. I love that we got a little Stevie Ray Vaughan going.
We don't get copyright.
Hey James, can we turn the music?
Thank you, my guy. Oh, just put your music on. We shouldn't get copyrighted if it's yours.
Oh, is that why y'all do that? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah, you should be good. Whatever. We don't want to bother nobody else, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, here we go. It's running.
Do it like this?
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Come on down.
All right.
Yep, it's crazy how it works.
All right, guys, welcome to Funnier in Person. My name is James Andrews. I'm your host, and this is my co-host.
34 and a half. I'm your favorite cousin from my auntie uncle you ain't know you had.
All right, guys, this is our 12th episode, and tonight's special guest, we have Wes Yunker.
F12.
Yeah, F12. That's what he said. Anyway, this is Wes Yunker. He comes from the Louisville comedy scene. He's been on a couple of my shows in the past, and he's really, really good. We're going to talk to him a little bit about some things that are on our mind. But first, we want to thank Hotel Lex for allowing us to continue to record here. And they go out of their way.
Complaints.
Yeah, they go out of their way to take care of us. So we have a mic here that we do every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. It's a good time. We encourage everybody to come out. Now getting started, let's talk to Wes now.
Yeah.
So Wes, what got you into comedy?
Well, I've always, it's probably so cliche, I've always loved it a whole lot.
So you fell out of love with it?
No,
you said loved it.
I loved it. No, I've always loved it. Always loved it.
Semantics.
When you say loved it, that means it's past tense. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, my bad.
So you don't love it anymore?
All right, this is off to a terrible start. I'm saying things wrong.
He's just being a dick.
I would sneak up out of bed and watch like Conan O'Brien, Saturday Night Live, all that stuff. But I was really more into like theater. Like I wrote a lot of like really silly like stories and stuff as a kid. Whenever I wrote stuff, it was very like comedy driven.
So you've always been creative.
Yeah, I tried to be for sure. Yeah, definitely. And so I just got into theater like when I was like 12, 13, and I just did a lot of theater camps, and I just did a lot of plays, and I just immersed myself into that while still always loving stand-up.
So you've been in a play before?
Yeah, I've been in a play.
What's one of your favorite parts you got to play?
I was in this play called Angels in America. It was like this 3-hour pretentiously written. No, not really. No, it was with the AIDS epidemic.
Oh,
so very light stuff. Yeah, it was.
Wow, comedy.
It was a comedy. It was a romantic comedy.
Sounds like Philadelphia.
That's the A's of that too, yeah.
You know what's funny? I've never seen what's the name of that fucking famous play? The one about AIDS.
Oh, Reds.
I mean, he was kind of crazy. Everybody had AIDS, and I would be right?
Yeah.
I've never seen
No,
it.
there's like only a couple people died from it. Actually, fun fact about Rent is Jonathan Larson, who wrote the music and lyrics to that, he abruptly died of a brain aneurysm the night before opening night.
So that's crazy.
He never saw like it become famous.
He never got to see his own work.
He died.
Well, it's just like painters, though. I know painters don't really become famous until after they're dead. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's that kind of whole mindset to it. What, you got everything okay?
I'm making sure.
Well, mine are on.
It probably never. It just
was not on. That was such gold.
No, we got it.
Oh, you got it.
We're doing two different cameras.
Oh, okay.
When we go live, and then he goes to record. So we're not gonna lose nothing.
Yeah, we're in good shape.
Rent, yeah.
Yeah. So Rent's actually a great musical. It had that one song that big number that I can't. 25,600 minutes.
Oh,
Or something.
527.
Yeah, it's the
That's
song
the
that you
Asian
can.
translation.
Oh my
That's
God.
what I translated over.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Well, I know from our personal experience, we actually have something in common. I do bourbon tours on the driving side, and
Yes.
you do bourbon tours on the actual distillery side.
Yeah, the distillery. Yeah. I'm a tour guide at Old Forester Bourbon Distillery.
Okay.
Do you get to work any of your comedy into the tour?
Not any of the comedy I do on stage when
But
I'm
it
doing
just puts your
stand-up.
personality.
Very much separate. I don't know how I could like really work into an abortion joke talking about.
Oh well, there's that.
Talking about bourbon. I mean, I guess I could. I could probably figure it
If
out.
you get drunk off bourbon and you need an abortion, knock knock. Who's there?
Exactly.
The doctor?
Plan B? I don't know.
Abortionator. I don't know.
Anyway.
No, but yes, I do. My tours are very joke oriented.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I actually counted. I was curious in the hour and 50 minutes. I think there was like 40 jokes.
You got 40 jokes in an hour and 15 minute
they're
tour.
yes.
That's rough.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I feel terrible. I think the guests always demand a refund.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
How'd you get in the touring of bourbon things?
Honestly, I was just looking for another job. I was burnt down on what I was doing, and my job involved. Yeah. No, actually, I full time had people with special needs. I was like a CLS worker, and I would like people that have like autism.
I do that.
What I would do is I would set up an OnlyFans for them.
Overstand.
And that's what I would. No.
So it was special.
Yeah. No, we would like go. Yeah. We would like go out and do things.
I know that because I want to do that too, fake. But I have I'm an FHP, so I do family home providing.
Okay, yeah.
So I know we work with CLS. Yeah, it's great. I love it. I think that's a good thing. But you was burned out on that.
I was burnt out. I wanted like a brick and mortar place to go to every day, not just travel. I was all around.
I know, yeah, because you go to the mall, you take him to the movies.
Oh yeah. I wanted just like a little autistic kid. He wanted to hit up every major store in the mall, like the Macy's, the Walmart, all the big ones. Yeah. We had to hit up all the escalators and all the elevators.
Just to do it.
And
it's his theme park.
It's what he had to do. He just enjoyed it. Yeah.
Right, so,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's great when you can do stuff like that. Give back to the community and get to see people, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but then I was sick of giving back to the community. I was sick
Sometimes you have to do you.
Sometimes. Obviously, that means nothing. Bourbon tour, bourbon distilleries.
I want to help make kids with disabilities.
Yeah.
Getting people to drink bourbon while they're pregnant.
It all comes full circle. Yeah.
So, obviously, being in Louisville, you have a lot more opportunities to be on stage than we do here in Lexington. We have to travel a lot and go on stage. Do you do much travel?
That's a big goal for 2025. I mean, when it comes to travel, the average is like kind of coming over here, like an hour and a half or so, an hour. Probably the farthest I've ever gone is like Bloomington. To do stand up. Unless, Kelly, I have done stand up in Chicago.
Okay.
But yeah, that's probably the absolute. That's
me and Dirty, we actually have a thing we're doing this year. We're doing 25 and 25.
25 days. And the funny part about that is we did not come up with that because it was the 25th year. It had nothing to do with the 2025.
Nothing to do with that?
Nothing
to do with that.
Basically, what we did is we took how many states we'd both been in and doubled it, had 24, and then we said, well, just make it 25 because that's half of the country. So we're going to 25 states this year. We're already done with one.
Yep. We did Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky's taken care of it. But
that's like the free spot.
Yeah, it's like the middle spot in the bingo card, which is actually 25 spots. We've got South Carolina booked now.
Yep.
We've got Ohio booked. Indiana, I'm working with Alan Walker to get us on a roast battle.
Okay.
That's fun. And then, that's 3 more right there already taken care of. And,
knocking.
Yeah, I've got Sebastian Zabala that's hooking me up with people in Orlando. So that would be 5 easy ones, bang, bang, bang.
Hell yeah.
Have you ever gone, other than Bloomington, so have you ever thought that, you're going to expand out more, or are you going to continue to do this more as a hobby?
Oh, I want to expand out more. Career-wise, I don't have anything that is pulling me in that way. I'm really trying to
You don't have a girlfriend at home that's making you stay home, or
Oh no,
or baby mama that's making you pay child support and stuff.
no. I don't have a baby mama, nothing like that.
I'm looking at y'all thinking this guy. Not to say that people, you don't sleep with people, but I feel like you got a face that can convince somebody to just get rid of it.
It's funny you say that. So what?
Holy
Is
shit!
that good? So like I can like convince somebody.
Yeah, you convince them. Like,
Be like, hey,
Here's a plan B.
you have your whole life ahead of you.
You really?
You're gonna ruin your body. You know? So, no.
Jesus Christ!
So
Your body, your choice.
You again. No. Yeah, that's interesting. Never been told I have a. No, it's crazy. I have.
You've had a scare?
I've been in a miscarriage situation.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever been in a miscarriage situation, but I'm sure I've left enough opportunities on the table to have been. You know.
I only had one.
My set talking about it.
Yeah, I didn't want the kid already. So it was kind of like awkward. I didn't want. I wasn't for the pregnancy in the first place. So I wanted her to get rid of it.
Yeah, I had accepted it, but when we found out that it wasn't a thing anymore, it was a very interesting combination of sadness and relief.
Like, all right.
Well, I'm going to put this out there.
It was like 4 months, and it wasn't like 8 months.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this out there. My oldest son, we actually had an appointment set up at a clinic to abort him.
Yeah.
And
your oldest son,
he's 26.
That's murder, man.
It is. Yes,
you can't just abort.
Did you cancel that?
No, but the morning of the appointment, me and my ex-wife, we both woke up and neither one of us wanted to go. We couldn't get in the car to go to the appointment, and we ended up having our oldest son, and now he's out striving. He's teaching English to people in Japan. He lives in the northernmost province in Hamanaka, Japan, and he's teaching English. It's like Alaska up there. So he's living up there, like paying like $90 a month for rent.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and he's got him a little.
It's one of those things. I'm sure you're so glad.
I'm so proud, and I never wanted to go ever again to get rid of a kid.
Whenever he was being a little shit, though, like, did you say,
we didn't have
you
that.
Tell that story, though?
We didn't have that. No.
Not even when he was, like,
No.
13,
If
14?
No, he's at that point where he's a shit now, and he's 26.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, next time he tries to hurt me, I'll hurt him back.
Gotcha.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No,
my mother, I was supposed to be aborted, and which is a funny story that my mother told me before or so. But I was supposed to be aborted, and this is in the 80s in New York. I was born in 83, I'm 41.
Yeah.
And she had borrowed like a lady that she knew's Medicaid card to go have the abortion. And then the lady who she borrowed a Medicaid card worked at like a trap. Ended up getting robbed during the trap and the night before, and they shot her up and all that. So her family came to get the Medicaid card because she was in the hospital being shot up. My mother just never made.
That's crazy.
My mother never made the appointment again. She said, "You know what? This must be God. I'm gonna just keep him." And she regretted it.
Right.
Until she passed.
Dude, I totally get it.
Damn.
Love you, Mom.
Yeah. R.I.P. So let's see what else is
I was
going on.
supposed to have Down syndrome. So my mom was older. My mom was a little older.
I got some experience with
How old was
that.
your mom when she had you?
Not that old, like 33. She was
Oh no, that's not old.
That's not that old. It's not old, but she was told of a percentage. And
Yeah, there's always a chance.
And then like my grandma, my dad's mom said to her, you know, people like they weren't sure I was going to be Down syndrome. Or the people that have that give birth to people with Down syndrome raise them an instant ticket into heaven. Apparently, isn't that
Well, my ex.
Someone adopt me a Down syndrome.
Even if they abuse him?
My ex baby.
Yeah. Even they abuse him.
My ex baby mama's second child had Down syndrome, had a hole in her heart and all that, and went through all those health problems. And when me and her got pregnant, we went through all the testing and everything to make sure that my youngest son Jackson didn't have Down syndrome.
He's the opposite.
No, he's beyond anything that you could have ever expected. In fact, Jackson's got some big news that we got just 2 days ago. I haven't told you about. He was accepted into a Vanderbilt leadership program for the summer. So he's in 4th grade, and his gifted and talented teacher recommended him, and he's the only kid in his school that got recommended. So it's totally cool.
My son's probably gonna. He's waiting to see if it's banned on PlayStation right now. So he's waiting to see if his ban get lifted because he wants to try to.
Is it going to steer him away from a life of crime?
What was the word, or what was the situation that he cussed?
I wasn't there, so I only know based on the email they sent us saying you're banned for foul language.
Oh! I thought you meant it was your personal punishment to him.
Oh
as a
no,
father.
PlayStation.
I thought you said.
He's banned. I said once his PlayStation ban.
Is it a 30-day thing?
It's over 30 days this time.
Okay.
I think it's the second ban.
I thought you were just being a good father, and you're like, hey, you cussed in front of me, no PlayStation in front of me.
No, he doesn't really curse in front of me.
I got you.
He's upstairs and I'm in the basement, so he kind of like he curses for his privacy of his room, I guess.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
You don't even know he's 10. And guess what I found him doing this month Friday?
I don't want to guess. Did you have to go wash some socks?
I should have. So he's on. So
Parenting's hard.
this kid, he's like, I'm like, this is my. I have an older kid at 23 when I was a deadbeat. But this is different. Like, there's another kid that actually being there all the time. And this, he wasn't supposed to have his phone because he did something the night before. But I'm driving around, and I get a fucking code on my phone saying he needs me to share a code with him. Motherfucker, I has this phone right now. So I drive home like I said, give me the phone. He's like, what phone? The one you got. What are you talking about? I didn't need the code. You have the phone. He goes, I would just text him on. I said, whatever. Give me the phone. So I look at the phone. You know how when the phone is locked, you can still see the videos playing. You can't see the video playing, but you can see the options, like the controls of the video.
Yeah.
We go to the text him on. He's watching a fucking video. He was watching. So I open the code. He tells me the code. After I have to prompt him to give me the code. I'm like, he said, I'll open it. Give me the code. He gives it to me. I say pussy.
Well, at least you know he's straight.
He was like,
It was just like when you see pussy, was it like just
What? Am I wrong?
it was X videos.
Oh yeah.
That's the one.
X
that's
videos
legal
taking
in
over for
Kentucky.
porn. Yeah. Porn up.
Yeah, X videos. That's the next one down that you're.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Still at first.
He's like,
And by the way, you can get the red videos for $9.99 a month.
but you know what? All right. So this is a funny thing. How old are you?
I'm 33.
Younger?
33.
Before I even get, I hope I don't forget this first. Where did Duncan come from? What is that?
Oh, it's German.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we did some ancestry thing, and we come from Vikings in Germany. Or some
Okay.
shit.
Yeah. All right.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes sense. How does that make sense?
but it's
When you see him, you think Viking.
Viking.
No, just the beard, the
I say,
hair.
yeah, so you see Viking.
I kind of see a little bit of Viking in it.
Not the warrior ones.
No. I see you like a blacksmith Viking.
Okay.
Yeah, like beating on some metal and shit.
Or bartender Viking, the cool bartender Viking.
Right.
They go in there and get the beer. Did you want another war? He's like,
He's the Mo of the Vikings. Fucking Mo.
Beating
my
on a
God.
woman because I can't put under men because they're too strong. So I gotta take it out on a woman. We're talking Viking times.
Absolutely.
It was okay then. It was
Viking
okay.
times.
Oh my God.
But no,
You would never
so
do that.
We're gonna get canceled before we get
And
found.
how old you said? How old you were?
I'm 33.
33. I know I'm 41 and you are
47.
47.
Oldest
So,
dirt.
all right. So this is a good. We're kind of different generations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. In a sense,
Mhm.
right? Kinda
Yes.
close. What's
I'm Gen X, you're Zennial, and he's Gen
we're all
Y.
different
So
generations.
I was thinking if me and my cousin were talking about when I told him I found out my son was watching porn.
Yeah.
I was talking to my cousin. He was like, well, "You was watching porn at the age," and it was true. Was everybody the same thing? At 10, were you watching porn
See,
at 10?
I got a very, very unique experience when it comes to that. My dad was breaking FBI laws, going to the fucking video store, renting goddamn porn tapes, and getting a dual VCR and recording porn. Allegedly. And we would have those tapes locked up, and they'd leave me at home from 6 years old, and I was always wondering what's in the fucking cabinet. So I went and found the videos. I was like, I know how to run a video, and that's when I found porn at 6 years old.
6 years
6
old.
years old.
That's young.
How old were you, young?
Porn, I want to say definitely maybe like 11 or 12 or something.
11 or 12. You
When it comes
remember?
to actual porn.
Yeah, even like RV magazines.
Well, my friend Jeff, my best friend Jeff.
Shout out to Jeff.
His dad had a bunch of porn. He had Playboy magazines. He had porn.
My dad had the
VHSs,
clubs.
and we would watch. What is the clubs?
It's like a fucking Hustler, except it's a different name of
It's a
it.
little bit
It's
more
called
raunchy than
Club.
Playboy.
Oh yeah, it's very raunchy.
Compared to Playboy.
Yeah, spread wide open, but you see all the roast beef and everything.
But even then, you think about that's all right. So that's my whole point of my story, or question, I should say, or this whole narrative I'm going right now. The introduction of what you seen as a porn, because my first one was Playboy and Spice. It was on cable. Playboy and Spice. It was a pay-per-view channels on.
I remember
cable.
Spice. Yeah, it's always blurred out.
What? Well, I got it to get clear. It was clear because I watched it blurred too. I'm nasty.
I mean, we were kids, man. We had to do what we had to do.
Oh my God.
What's up, John?
Who's got a black car with the trunk open? Now you guys?
Nope.
Some of there's a black car with the trunk open.
No, I have a Dodge Journey. A Dodge Journey.
Yeah. All right, but anyway, yeah.
Well, yeah. So, and then that was like, you know, the sex stuff.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like,
It was like 1X instead of triple X.
whoa, at least maybe one. If they gave me an X,
Barely.
because you don't see.
It'd be TVMA
You're
now.
not see people come. Yeah, what you probably could see on TV right now. Well, they didn't have some movies on. But
Yeah.
nothing crazy. I didn't even get into like crazier stuff until I started reading my mother's like many points that she had.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
Your mother had a porn stash?
My mother had 2 tapes that I used to watch.
She looked like Burt Reynolds.
My mother? Or the...
Porn stash.
Oh, porn stash. You got all that stuff.
Sorry, my bad. I went there. I'll stop.
But no, but yes, she had like 2 tapes I used to watch, and I thought about it when I got older. Like, I never rewinded those tapes, so she had to know I probably would sneak it in and watch
Oh,
it.
of course.
Never mind.
Never did.
I was smart enough to rewind it to the second that it was stopped.
No, I didn't do it with that.
Like, my parents never knew.
I was lazy.
I mean, like,
Not
everything
smart
in the
enough to do
fucking
that.
cabinet was like pushed and positioned back right where it was supposed to be. I mean, the very first porn magazine I ever saw was Vanna White.
Oh man.
When she did Playboy in '83, I think. And I was like,
Yeah, I was
5.
born. That's how I missed it. Yeah.
I was like 5.
She showed everything.
No, as far as '83 and Playboy goes, it
See,
wasn't
now-
like Spread Eagle.
Now, right now, you
You
think about
can
the
see
point
the
that these
bush
kids
and
are
shit.
getting, like, even when you got a, what was your first, you said your first thing was Jeff Dad.
Yeah, but also like I remember late night on like the HBO. I didn't have like HBO growing up. But late night there'd be movies. They were actually like hour and a half, 2 hour marathon movies.
They have to,
Skinamax.
But then it was like basically porn.
but they were
They were
very,
long sex
but
scenes.
they,
And it was basically pornography.
It was
They were
like-
terrible movies.
exactly, yeah.
It's what they called softcore.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
softcore.
and they had sex for basically no reason.
Yes,
It was always a reason to have sex.
absolutely.
Yes, yes.
It's like, we're about to die here from an avalanche. I know what we can do to keep us warm.
Yeah.
And there'd be this long ass sex scene. But yeah, but me and my friends, we would watch these porn tapes together. But we wouldn't.
You'd watch them together?
No, but
Circle jerk?
this is all very new. It's like a new thing. We had access to this. We were not. Our
It was
dicks were
scientific.
out
It was scientific.
masturbating. We were
Oh,
just-
that was later.
We were all just watching it. We all can like agree that this is like hot and like it's crazy.
Okay, I get
Yeah,
that.
I know what you mean.
But then, you know, a lot of us took some long shits.
Yeah.
We knew.
Gotta
we
go
know,
right.
we know-
But
we
I
know
mean,
what
when
you
it comes
He's
to
not
stuff
even
like
shitting.
that, I can
Yeah.
honestly be like, you know, when I found it, I showed my friends.
Of course, yeah.
But I didn't like
We never watched
watch it
Oh,
with them
yeah,
as a viewing
And I
party.
think that's fucked up the brain. Like you notice like those you know like those Bluetooth things that are advertised.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So it's the same ingredients in Viagra. Right?
Yep. Yep.
So but Viagra, growing up, you know, seeing like Viagra commercials, it was always it's for older people, like
Mhm.
kind of like the Silver Fox kind of guy.
Yeah.
That was the.
Let's leave
that
me
was,
out of this.
That was the Viagra. That was the Viagra. And you would be the spokesperson.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the Bluetooth basically is Viagra, but the commercials they're
They
They're
give
young
directed
people.
toward young people.
Absolutely.
Because they're not chicks saying, I like my guys who take blue chew because
Absolutely.
our brains are all fucked
Because-
up because
right.
you can access porn at a red light. It's so easy.
I don't think that is about.
Not that I do.
It's not just about.
Oh, you know what?
dysfunction.
I access it at green light.
It's more and more now from length of time. I think it's less about getting hard. It's more about keeping hard.
Yeah.
Like that, you know what I mean? It's like not that you get soft, but
Well, we're all on all these fucked up GMOs and shit that's in the milk and everything else.
It's the fucking milk.
It's the
But
fucking
that's
milk.
what I say. I'm like, baby, it's the milk. I'm
That's why
sorry.
I came in 3 minutes. You see me eating Cheerios this morning. You had to know.
I mean, we gotta stop having pancakes, babe.
Yeah, if you want me to last one. But no, that's what
I'd rather come in 3 minutes and not even eat one.
But I think that's the new that's the thing they're doing. That the idea that I'm going to take this and I'm going to last for 4 hours, and that's what she wants. She wants 4 hours. So,
Oh my God, no.
I wish we had a woman that
I want 20 minutes. That's it.
What ain't about just what you selfish?
Well, no. Because in 20 minutes, I can make a bitch come 12 times, and I'll fuck her for 30 seconds. I mean, we're good. 20 minutes.
Say we're good. She has to agree to that.
Oh, trust me, she agrees. I mean, I've got a fucking nickname. I'm called the Rainmaker.
Okay, Raymond.
I turn bitches into fucking fire hose.
Is this what your wife calls you? The
My ex-wife called me the Rainmaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we always had to do laundry afterwards.
She's like, you're the rainmaker, but you never make it rain.
Oh, no. It was plenty of rain. Trust me. She was well hydrated.
That was a financial.
She was well hydrated. No, I'm not. Anyway, so what else is
How
going on?
long do you think 20 minutes is enough?
I think 20 minutes for. Yes, I think that's good. But the foreplay has to be long. The whole experience.
I said that 20-minute total time.
Yeah,
You know, I can make her come 12 times, eating her out, and then fucking fuck her for 30 seconds. I'd be down. We're good.
19 minutes is horrible.
I ain't afraid. I got a strong tongue. I'll play tuba, bro.
Enough about your grandma.
Anyway,
I would say 20 minutes is a quickie.
damn.
I would say that. No, I'm not trying to brag or front or boast. I'm just trying to like in my mind, I'm thinking like you could do 20 minutes of foreplay by itself. Then you do want to add another 10, 15, maybe another 20. I think 40 minutes is a good set. To an hour. 40 minutes to an hour is a good set.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've had those.
No, I'm saying those are I think is a good one. If I'm
No. Yeah, I mean, I've absolutely had those long extended periods, but that's not extended. Well, for me, extended because I think that's more of a beginning of the relationship type sex. Because when you get to later stages of a relationship, I was in a relationship for 15 years with my first wife.
You don't want to sleep with that person for an hour.
No, you don't want to. You just want to take care of your needs and go to sleep. That's it. And whether or not she wants to fucking cuddle
You writing notes?
well, I mean, whether or not she wants to cuddle at certain points, that's up to her. You know, I mean, hey, honey, give me a hug. Okay, no problem. Hey, honey, get off me. I'm hot and sweaty. Okay, no problem. It's all about making women happy. You know, but when you've been with a woman for 15 years, certain things, the romance, I won't say it's gone, but it's certainly depleted.
Well, it must have been. You got a divorce, right?
Well,
I mean,
I also got stabbed 11 times, but let's not go there.
That's not that.
That changed things.
oh damn. Yeah, that's when you gotta get out.
Yeah. So I mean, like,
Not by her.
You know that Weird Al Yankovic song, "You Don't Love Me Anymore"? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know that one.
It
But I
kinda
used to be
reminds
a
me-
big
Not
Weird
Not
Al.
by her. It wasn't by her.
I did get stabbed by her. Yes, that's correct. I got stabbed by a
I
crackhead.
thought that real quick. Then.
Oh, okay, not by her. Okay.
No, I got stabbed by a crackhead.
But it had to do with
It felt like
Well, she had to help me recover, and instead of seeing me like a hospital patient, and you know, which is what was happening,
yeah.
I was no longer her husband. I was the guy she was taking care of. So it made things harder and stressed our marriage. Me not being able to provide for her, me not being able to be the head of the household anymore.
So
It
she
took
was
me
taking
2.5
care. She was taking care of you.
Yeah, and then she was
felt
like,
sorry for you, but she
lost the
her
romance.
pussy dry.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
that all things,
well, I mean,
She
and
was
that-
there
she
during-
also went through her hysterectomy at the same time. Things in our entire
okay,
life
so it's like a whole
changed.
thing. Yeah, it was a whole
Yeah, it was a whole thing. And then I also got investigated by the feds again. But, I mean, that kind of was a straw. They broke the camel's back.
You know
Yeah.
what? This guy is just.
Why
Oh,
you get investigated by the feds?
Well, the Homeland Security people showed up at my house.
Okay.
At one point, I was running a book.
Okay.
I was taking bets. And I had a website that I sent people to. They make their bets. All I was doing was collecting. and
Okay.
setting up accounts. When Homeland Security showed up at our house, they knocked on our door. It just happened to be about a week after we had puppies, and we had dogs in a whelping box, and the dog was still nursing and everything. But when we were asleep, the dog would just go into the kitchen and shit on the linoleum. And they happened to catch me right after I woke up, put my britches on, and they knock on the door. And they're there, and they come in, and they see the filth because I hadn't gotten a chance to clean up after the dog yet. And they called CPS, they took the kids, it was a whole thing. And we spent a whole day cleaning up the house, making it back, to where it was supposed to be, habitable. I mean, shit happens to people.
Yeah.
And literally, that the dog and shit in the fucking whatever.
What's it called?
Linoleum.
Linoleum?
Yeah, so it was really easy
On
to
the
clean up.
I don't know why I can't pronounce it. What is it again?
Linoleum.
Linoleum. There you go.
It's like
Linoleum.
not marble, but like fake marble kind of thing.
No, it's like fake flooring. The really shitty rental flooring.
Is it not like fake marble kind of thing?
It's not that nice. No,
That's what I'm saying. Like not marble is like fake. It's like kind of like
it's like plastic.
it's not like wood looking, right?
Well,
funny
there's some
thing to
linoleums
shout.
that
That
are.
look wood.
It's a funny thing to shout there's shit on. There's shit on the
Linoleum.
linoleum.
Absolutely.
The dog shit all over the linoleum.
But when Homeland Security showed up, that was the straw that broke the camel's back in our marriage, and we separated and then divorced about a year later.
Was it the official documents read in court?
No.
There was feces on the
No, it was just irreconcilable differences. But I mean,
Who got to keep the dog?
I got to keep 2 of the puppies, and she gave away the 2 parent dogs, and then we gave away the rest of the puppies, and it was like 6 puppies. So
You only dog now?
So I have a dog, technically, sort of, kind of
you share custody.
I share custody with the dog, with my mom.
That's cool.
I'm not home that much.
Alright.
Like I work full-time at Old Forester, and a lot of times I'm across the street road at the comedy club, and I'm just not, a cat, you can do that, but dog.
Right.
And she lives alone. She wants a dog, so I just pick him up all the time.
That's cool.
Okay, cool.
Pay for his food.
My mom actually has my dog that she stole from me from the divorce.
Yeah.
So I had 2 puppies. One of them I gave to my mom, and one of them was mine. And while I was up here healing and everything, the dogs were staying at my buddy's house, and he was taking care of them. And then I drove down to Georgia, met my mom after she drove up from Florida, passed the puppy off to her. Came back, got my dog. I'm raising him and everything. And then when everything looked like it was going to be final, that we were going to stay divorced, I moved down to Florida. And when I moved into my mom's house, my dog got to meet his brother again. And they just kept playing. Well, when I went to move out of my mom's house, I go to load my dog's kennel and crate into the truck. She goes, "Where are you going?" I said, "Taking my dog to the new place." She goes, "No, he lives here now." My mom stole my dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now he's the only one living out of the 2 of them because they're 12
Are we
years old.
getting these juicy stories of like your listeners like the last 11 episodes they've
They've heard some
they've
stories.
heard a lot of stuff? Yeah.
Dude, I'm full of shit.
We always revealing something of ourselves, and I guess we try to reveal as much as possible. So are you single? Should ladies be trying to holler at you? You want to get some
I'm not single as of this recording. There's this girl I'm
As of
talking
this
to.
recording.
There's this girl I'm talking to. There's that.
If she watches this, he might be single.
Okay, there's that Mitch Hedberg joke. He's like, I don't have a girlfriend. I do know a girl who'd be really mad if she heard me say that.
Right.
But I do have a girlfriend.
That's
Yes,
cool.
yes.
Shout out to her.
Yes.
That's one of the things we both got going for us with this tour. Neither one of us is tied down. Maybe. I don't know. I fucked up. My bad.
We'll see we'll see.
I'm single. I'm single.
Yeah, I'll learn this guy.
Yeah, if you like fat daddies. If you've got daddy issues and you like big boys and like to be cuddled, I'll give you my phone number.
So what is We always ask every comedian that comes on, what is some of your comedic goals?
Yeah, so I would love right now, like I think the solid goal within the next maybe 5 years or so, I would love to be able to just make a living doing stand-up. I mean that's pretty standard. I mean, even if I make the amount I'm making right now.
Well, hold on. How long have you been doing stand up to get to that point?
So I'm saying like the next 5 years.
How long have you been doing up to this point, though?
About 4 years.
So you'll be at 9 years in and you want to be
Yes.
making a living doing it.
I did it
Okay.
for the first time, I believe it was October 2020.
Okay, so right after COVID.
Yeah. So back to what you were asking, how I got into stand-up. I was in this play called Price. It was I played a special needs person in his 20s whose parents.
Whoa!
You know what? That's a good question. I think more full. He definitely wasn't like he wasn't a Rain Man type.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know that was exactly what you're talking about.
Where's that coming from?
It's from Trump.
Thank you, Bless.
I know exactly.
Oh my God!
But
You don't know the reference?
No, I do. That's why.
It's a movie line.
yeah, it's great. It's a great.
No,
scene.
no, I know, but I'm not going to go full Robert Downey Jr. and go blackface.
But this is, you know, a little sidebar on that. This was a little annoying. It's like people say he did blackface. He played somebody
That was what.
who was playing blackface. It's true. Robert Downey Jr. was playing an actor who was doing blackface. That was the point. He wasn't literally playing. It was a movie within the movie. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a really good argument against it.
I agree. I can handle that.
I swear to God, I don't like blackface. However, I love Tropic Thunder as a movie.
Absolutely.
And have no problem with what he did in that movie. And maybe that's why I have no problem with it. Because you, like you said, he's not Robert Downey Jr. He's the guy in the movie who's playing the guy.
He's not.
He's the guy who's playing the guy.
Exactly. There's layers. He's literally.
He's breaking the sixth wall over there.
No, this is the thing. Like, there's a difference between a racist movie and a movie with racist characters.
And that person really being
themes.
racist.
You know, like 12 Years a Slave is not a racist movie.
It's a movie about racism.
But it's a movie with race. You know, so
The race
the
undertone.
layer, like the point, the satire of it is what he was doing.
Not get you, not the.
Yeah.
I love the movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's one of my favorite scenes. My favorite scenes when he goes to Ben Still. He goes, what do you think when he do you type of GPS?
Hey, Clay.
Do you type of GPS? Man, let me see that map. He goes, no. You gotta have the
Were you
map.
drinking sweeter and sweeter?
That's sweet tea.
He goes, I gotta have the map. He goes, man. Yo, man. That's what we said. Oh, man. She shredded like a Julius Caesar. Yeah. I know. He goes, man, what you mean? You see Rocky 1? He said, you remember Rocky 1? And then he was kind of tripping. He was Rocky 2. He was like, what you been doing, man? You got any tips? For like the next, even to the day, I think me and my family will be on the phone. And that's something we'll say to each other, like, you got any tips? It's just so funny. And then he snatches them. He goes, I mean, you.
I don't think I understood the last 30 seconds of what he said.
Well,
He's laughing so hard.
One line I really like that just makes me laugh in that movie. It's so silly. Is Tom Cruise's character.
Oh yeah, he's good. Yeah.
He says, those guys, whatever they were, they said, you must send us $10 million or whatever, like, and negotiating. And he's on the other line, just antagonizing them, like, not funny. And he said, you owe us this amount of money. And he's like, yeah, how about instead of sending you that, we send you a hobo's dick juice. I love that line.
Yo,
I'm definitely going home and rewatching.
We've never asked anybody this, but I thought this would be, you made me think about that. What's some of your favorite comedy movies? What's something that you can watch right now?
There's some classics that I love, and like the comedy movie isn't really.
Thanks, man.
Thank you very much. Sweet tea. Oh.
Thank you, my guy. Thank you.
Like the comedy movie isn't really in its like golden age, you know? Like
No, but I'm saying, but in the history, like, you know, in life. Like, I love all of them.
exactly.
All nice.
Oh yeah, in the history, 100%.
What's something that, you know, like,
movie
inspires you?
that really was big for me. So I was a big fan of Weird Al Yankovic.
Talk about it.
I dig Weird Al.
UHF
Yes.
was when I discovered, because I was already a fan of UHF. Already a fan of Weird Al Yankovic. Then I found out, and like kind of discovering about it, that he has this movie from 1989 from UHF, and yeah, that movie's
You think
hilarious.
it's bigger without you giving me and you?
A bigger Weird
I'd
Al
say
fan?
probably
Weird
yes.
Have weirdo?
We can do a Weird Al.
Oh my! I'm gonna sit here and judge. Okay.
I feel confident enough in how much I know about it.
You're weirder than me.
Oh, like a weirder? Or...
No, I'm making
He's just being stupid.
Oh, I thought you meant who's a bigger Weird Al.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Who's the biggest weirdo?
He said have a weird off. Is what
Weird Al. Yeah, because who's the biggest Weird Al fan? So I have a Weird Al fan song.
Yep.
My favorite Weird Al fan, Weird Al album is "Running with Scissors."
Yep. 1999.
He's got the years.
Don't say this. You see, you know I'm a fan.
I think that's right.
I mean, right? Hopefully.
Is that the one with the Amish one?
No,
That was Bad Hair Day.
that's, yeah. So that's Bad Hair Day. See, I knew that.
And Running with Scissors was his first album without the afro
Yeah.
glasses look.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he got the laser surgery and they put his hair down for it. So this is his first one with his new kind of.
That album single is all about the Pentiums. It's all about the Pentiums. Yeah, it's all about computers. And he has a song on there, and he has a good song. The My Chevy, the Chevy song, that song. Throw your Chevy to the Chevy to let me drive.
Yeah.
He has a song
American
about
Pie,
Star Wars.
Yeah.
And he goes, my, this Anakin guy. Maybe Vader someday
Mama
later.
said
Now
it
he's
looks very
just
thick at the bottom.
you can see he got stirred. You gotta shake it, not stir.
I like him thick as fuck.
Hey, don't we all?
That's all of us.
Don't we all like them thick at
Very
the bottom?
I'm
But
sure if I did say I was single in the shadow, it'd be all. This is all just like.
But I love this song, Germ. You like that song?
Yeah, that's a fun one.
There all over me.
That's a like 9 Inch Nails.
There is
But it's a style parody, so it's not a parody of a
But
specific.
I love that, just like
Yeah,
I'm living
the
with
Weird
it.
Al talk, yeah.
Sure.
All the women, for sure. But no, I've seen him live a couple times.
He
Oh
comes
my
to
God.
Manchester Music Hall here
Oh
all
my
the time.
God.
Yeah.
At least like once a
What's
year.
that big stadium over there? Where you see all.
Oh, that's our brand new soccer stadium.
Oh,
We
okay.
did that.
You know how you've got the whatever family stadium there right off.
Family Stadium.
Yeah. So that's
the
our
soccer
that's our new digs for
Okay.
our professional team.
Okay.
We have a
That
professional
is
soccer
it.
team now?
Well, we've had they're very low level.
What's the name of it?
Lexington Sporting Club.
Oh, Lexington Sporting Club is the name? They don't have a name?
No, that's the name.
No,
They go generic because we're Louisville City.
Yeah.
You know, they don't do anything cool.
It's
It
stupid,
doesn't really seem
Basic.
like a name.
but it's
Yeah.
the Lexington Sporting Club. They've got a women's team and a men's team.
Sounds like a local workout.
They're afraid whatever mascot they choose is going to be like
Already took
canceled in like 10
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, but that stadium opened less than 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
I can't wait to not go there.
I've never been to that family stadium yet. It looks like a cool place, but I'm
it does look cool from the interstate.
One thing about me, I'm
Not a sports fan.
Well, in regards to sports as a piece of entertainment, it's just not my.
Yeah, I like watching
Gotcha.
the highlights. I can watch it. I can't sit there and watch a whole game. Now the highlights with the special things that it's like that's amazing. Somebody can do that. I can watch that, but just sit there and watch every boring mundane moment. I hate it. I hate
Well,
it.
with my ADD, that kind of falls right into what I need to focus. So, like, I can go to a fucking baseball game and I can just be entranced by every single pitch. Like, when I was a kid, I could tell you stats off baseball cards.
Man.
Like goddamn Rain Man. It was bad.
I hate
But
it.
baseball's that way for me. Basketball, football, and hockey. I could do the big four, but after that, I start to lose interest real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't watch a tennis match. Not with all the grunting. Makes me think about other things.
Did you watch that Daniel Radcliffe? Did I say his name wrong?
The guy on Harry Potter?
Yeah. Did you watch that?
What?
He played. No, was it him? Was that him?
Is that who you talking about?
Who the fuck was it? Who played him in?
We don't know what you're talking about.
Who played him in the Weird Al Yankovic movie?
Oh, that's Daniel Radcliffe. Oh, they were back to Weird Al. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was called Weird the Al Yankovic story, and that was actually it was a fake trailer, like 10 years ago. It was
But
like
they made a real
a
movie.
concept trailer,
Yeah.
and Aaron Paul was playing. You know Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Jesse in Breaking
Oh,
Bad.
yeah.
He was Weird Al in that
Okay.
same trailer, but then they. Yeah.
Actually,
Breaking Bad
it was
was
funny.
so good.
I've never watched it yet.
And Better Call Saul is just as good, if
Oh,
not
I
better.
know. I
It's
love
actually
it.
better.
I
Yeah.
haven't watched it yet. I guess I gotta go and watch
The woman lawyer on Better Call Saul is
Kim Wexler.
she
played
is
by
my
Ray
favorite character.
Amazing. Yeah, it's the thing. So Breaking Bad is already it's incredible stuff, but then Better Call Saul, which is a prequel series.
Now, I know about
And,
the.
yeah, it eventually catches up with Breaking Bad. Anyway,
Well, speaking of those
it's just as great.
I believe it. I might watch both.
Speaking of those prequel series, are either of you into the Taylor Sheridan stuff? Like Yellowstone, Lioness, or Landman?
No, I do like, Western stuff quite a bit. I like that aesthetic, the vibe of the Western.
Right.
So maybe I would like it.
Yellowstone is an amazing show. I've not caught this season simply because I'm streaming everything and I don't have the one that I need to stream that. But
she told me to watch it. And I don't hate Western. My favorite, I love Young Guns 1 and 2.
Oh, Young Guns was a great movie.
You know what I mean? I love that. I like some other Westerns that I've seen in life. I'm not the biggest seek it out Western person.
Have you seen Blazing Saddles at least?
Of course.
Okay.
No,
This thing's back to like the classic comedy movies. So when it comes to like quick jokes, like you saw in like Airplane and all that stuff, just that's like for the internet now.
Right. Yeah.
But so it's surprising they're doing another Naked Gun movie. Liam Neeson's gonna play the.
He's alive.
Liam Neeson, not Liam.
Not Leslie Nelson.
Leslie
Leslie Nielsen.
Is Leslie Nielsen alive?
No. But Liam Neeson, I can say, but it's interesting that like those type of movies where basically the plot is just a vessel for the jokes.
I mean,
that's it.
It would
Those
be
don't
interesting
exist
if they
from
kind of
Taken.
did a Taken type.
So the dude from Taken.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man,
Exactly.
that's too meta. I'm just saying like I know he probably can do the comedy stuff. Like I see them on Saturday Night Live.
He would just play it straight.
I know
That's all he would have to do.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. I want my guy. They couldn't have got Liam Neeson.
I mean,
Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen.
Oh, he's dead.
he's dead. Yeah. It wouldn't be very
That'd
good.
be hard. Yeah.
Yeah. No, none of the AI.
Maybe that would have been a joke. He could have played it even straighter.
Yeah, that would joke. If they figured out some sort of funny AI joke to throw in there. And
Oh
put him
my
in there,
God.
that could be interesting.
That's hilarious.
You know
Just
what I
thinking
want?
about
My movie I always want to make. Just me personally, like a dream movie. But I see a lot of these. You ever see these AI like trailer things? Like they one from Simpsons with Adam Sandler and all that.
Yeah, those,
Yeah, I've seen those.
those-
Those are cool.
they're cool, but it bothers me that there's no actual human artist behind it. Like you see
Right.
those AI things, and all of them are pretty impressive. But I don't like that somebody then spent hours making that. It's just it's off-putting. I really don't. I don't like that.
Maybe those people are working on the cure for cancer.
Instead of like, maybe it's a good, yeah. But at the same time,
One can only hope.
Those people are wasting their hours doing something. I want somebody to waste the time of their life to draw this. I can't enjoy it.
All right.
Sure.
Spend less time with your kids so I can enjoy your art.
Speaking of spending less time with your kids,
I get to a movie. I want to do the Jetsons,
Yeah, that never happened.
and I want to do Will Ferrell as George Jefferson,
That could be cool.
and then Danny DeVito as Spacey.
okay, the boss.
If not him, then Kevin Hart. One of those short people.
Okay,
I know they mix complexions and movies and stuff, so you can make Kevin Hart Spacey's rocket to whatever.
right.
Then they get everybody else to be smart.
Yeah, they never did.
Let's cast it right here, right now. Let's
Those
figure it out.
Flintstones. Oh yeah. Well, the Will Ferrell, he might even be a little bit too old to play George.
To play George now?
Because I feel like George Jefferson has to be somebody in their
Jason
mid-30s.
Sudeikis.
Jason Sudeikis, maybe
He's too old too, right? He's like Will Ferrell.
maybe an Andy Samberg.
Oh yeah, Andy Samberg would good.
You know, it's that one guy I'm thinking of his face right now. I can't think of his name. But I know he's probably perfect for it too.
But they never did a live action Jefferson.
Why not?
They did the
I
Flintstones.
got your boss man, Keenan from Keenan and Kel.
He's
from
good.
Saturday Night Live.
From Saturday
He
Night
is the
Live.
longest running SNL
Yeah.
member.
Absolutely, and he would be awesome.
He just stays on it. He just stays.
Why wouldn't you?
And
If it's a steady
I'm
paycheck.
sure it's a really steady paycheck. He's not like he's like the star of the show.
No,
he very much is a supporting guy, but he's just been in it the whole.
he's the Phil Hartman of our generation.
I think that guy is
Interesting.
on. I think
His
that
wife
guy.
is in show.
Yeah, I don't know if he's married.
He left us for the other guy. Remember?
What? Who's his wife? Phil.
Keenan's wife ended up getting with the other guy from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, I didn't know anything about
Oh my God, yeah.
I didn't pay
Oh,
attention.
that's fucking drama right there.
What other guy?
It was another like African or black dude or whatever. It was another guy.
Tracy Morgan?
No, Tommy Davidson.
No, he was on the show too. He.
Oh, is it the guy that was in the pot show? Fuck.
Oh, are you talking Weeds?
Yes.
Because he was at the Little Comedy Club recently.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know who you're talking about.
Can't remember his name.
Kevin Nealon.
Oh yeah.
Is that your
No, I'm not talking about Kevin Nealon.
Oh.
I'm talking about the black guy that was.
The black guy.
The black guy that was on that show where they were growing weed in the back and selling it in the front. I can't remember the fucking name of it. It was a comedy. Oh my God.
Was it Weeds?
No, it wasn't Weeds. Anyway, yeah, that just stalled out. Speaking of weed, are you a partaker?
Yes. I'm even like doing like a dry January right now, but I'm smoking weed.
Okay.
Because your mouth gets dry, so dry January.
That makes sense.
But it's
See,
something that I enjoy, but if I smoke too much of it, I've always said for a while, alcohol makes me sentimental. Weed makes me existential. Like
Oh, absolutely.
I will. Like if I'm like high and I'm in my head, I'll be like, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
I will pontificate for hours.
Yes.
So, yeah.
His name is Chris Red.
That's him. That's exactly who I was talking about. He was in that show where yes.
Oh, okay.
3 months after they filed for divorce.
He's younger Keenan.
But you gotta think about that whole time. He's just like, every time you invite a movie, he's looking at your wife.
God, talk about a tense workplace.
I hope this doesn't work.
Were they like friends in real life?
Well, they were definitely on the same
Hello,
show.
Regina.
Yeah.
What's up? What up, Tess? What's going on? How y'all doing? Thanks for the love and support. We here. Thank y'all so much. Thanks for coming through.
We see how many people are.
Kinda, yes. You can kind of see them. Some people are comments. Somebody said I love us.
What do we got live going right now? Like 5 people?
Yeah, well, it goes up and down. But they were just sending us mad love. They were sending us. We get a couple of good views on Facebook. We get better views on Facebook than YouTube.
Absolutely. Yeah, on my page, I've been getting 400 or 500 views.
Somebody will see this.
Yeah.
See this. Okay.
Yeah.
A future employer will see this.
Yeah, potentially.
And if you didn't get to see this,
Right. We're trying to get them backlogged on YouTube right now.
Oh, but back to like kind of how
The
I
weed.
started. Oh, the weed.
Yeah.
We're smoking weed. Oh yeah, weed. I smoke weed sometimes.
Okay, I don't personally smoke. He's in recovery from it.
3 years and 3.5 years, I haven't smoked a joint. I never did crack.
Just drugs.
Just weed. I did ecstasy and Molly, and I did shrooms before, but I was a big pothead. That was my drug of choice. I never really.
Do you think it like messed with your life in a bad way? Do you think it,
In hindsight, yes.
Well, I mean, the jail system would say so.
Yeah, I went to prison and stuff like that.
okay.
Well, I mean, not for smoking pot, but
For distribution purposes.
for selling drugs. And I feel like one of the reasons I got involved in selling drugs was to make my own hours due to my laziness or inability to get a job or drug testing. So it became like at one point in my life, it became more like a necessity because I felt the pressure of wanting to have money, but not being able to just go work at Walmart. Like people say, go work at Walmart. I couldn't because they would drug test me. Don't go work at this place. I couldn't work anywhere because I would get drug tested. And then I was like, well, fuck it. I'm not going to work anyway. I'll just sell drugs until I become a famous rapper. Yeah, that was my plan. And obviously, it didn't work. It only worked for Jay-Z and a couple of other famous rappers. Just not me.
But, yeah, so for me, though, since I can't smoke due to my health issues, I will do edibles.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find the right way to microdose to keep me off of my antidepressants and shit like that because that's causing other problems in my life. Like I'm writing a new joke right now that we did last week.
I heard it.
Yeah, about how antidepressants are causing blue balls because I can't fucking get off because it's a side effect of the antidepressant.
That would make me more
But
depressed.
I sat in front of my
They're supposed to
computer.
make you not blue. You know?
Right. Yeah, they're supposed to make you not blue. So that's the problem. They're causing a whole different kind of depression by taking the fucking antidepressants. So yeah, I'm working on a whole joke about that right now.
What is your writing process like?
Oh, mine. Okay.
You're super funny. I see you on stage before. You were funny there. You're funny here. What is your writing process like?
I think normally I'll just think about something and then maybe like just I find it very difficult to be like, if I want to make a joke about this concept, let me try to figure out how to make that joke. Usually the joke comes first. Usually the punchline is what enters my brain. Like I see the joke, and then what you got to flesh out is like,
how do I get to
How do you get there?
How do I get to it? Yeah, I feel like if I sit down with pen and paper and write, inevitably I'm going to think of new things. There's something about what the brain's doing with the pen and paper. It's you can just but I honestly don't sit down and literally write as much as I should. What I'll do on stage sometimes I'll have just like a list of like just keywords like the title and I'll see it and I'll know it. And I try to get rid of that as much as possible. Because I used to in theater I'd have to like memorize I had to memorize a lot of shit.
Thinking, yeah, you was
a lot of shit, a whole lot of shit,
and do it in character.
Yes, and I'm like, you used to do that. Why do you need to bring up this fucking note card on stage? Like you don't need to do it. That's just like kind of laziness, like not putting in the.
On the same memorization point, us both being musicians at some point, the memorization just comes naturally to me. Because I was a tuba player and I was a music education major in college.
Okay, yeah.
So like when I get a joke, and I'm very much like you, like I'll have a punchline I want to get to, but I'll sit down and I actually learned this from Joe Mackey. You know who that is?
Yes.
He was on Last Comic Standing.
Yes.
Well, Joe Mackey showed me a way to get to an idea. It's kind of like when you're in 7th grade and they teach you to brainstorm. So like you sit here and you'll take the idea and you put it in the center, but you write thoughts out in like a freaking hurricane type thing on your paper, and it looks like a storm when it's all done and gets back to the beginning of the joke. So he taught me that, and from that I've been getting much more laughs, first of all, because I can see which lines that I've tried out of this joke are working, and I can single-handedly just cross through which one's not getting a line, and I can just get from joke to joke to joke, and it's actually working very, very well for me. But I do start with the joke that I want to get to, and I work my way back to it. Yeah. So I mean that's just one of the things I've experienced. You've got your own different writing method.
Yeah, I do conversational comedy, so just talking to family and friends, I'll just say outrageous things, and then I'll think, oh, that's funny, and then I'll kind of expand on that on stage, kind of thing. And then I like to really work my jokes out on stage, so I'll have a beginning or a thing I'm trying to do, and I know where I'm going with it, and I'll just kind of tell it and just feel what feels right to say. Because I was telling my cousin the other day, that's how I describe my conversation. I just like to feel like it's two friends having a conversation with each other, but you just listen.
Yeah. Do you see yourself doing like a lot of crowd work because of that?
I can say yes, because last week
I do fuck with the crowd, but I don't think to the point where it becomes hacky or defensive.
Yeah.
It's more or less like where it's just like I'm just kind of like I like to try to get them involved, but not to the point where I feel like sometimes I see people need. Like I see this one guy in the whole set. It was good because the audience was entertained, but the whole set he was on the ass. Not making jokes, but just like super involved in them. I think mine is more like to make them just feel comfortable. They're comfortable. They're a part of it. We're here together. Opposed to like I'll ask them, hey, did you see the movie thing? You know, like, you see this movie? Or you watching the documentary I watched? Yeah. You got Netflix? You know, like kind of like a setup for the joke.
Yeah. Like, it's fun to like slightly involve like the audience, but I don't know if I could ever do like a full blown crowd work. I've tried it, but it's stuff. But I like things like I got this one joke where I always needed a point to someone in the audience. Like, this guy knows what I'm talking about.
Right.
And it's always that, and I always do. So just kind of
It's a
incorporate them
great
in
comedy
that
technique
sense.
too.
Yeah, I like
I
it.
mean, a lot of people have been doing that, and then there's a lot of people that'll talk and they'll be getting to something, and then they'll drop the mic and they'll shout. There's a lot of different comedy tricks that we learned through the years of doing comedy. And I'm going to tell you right now, Danny Hucks is a master of those tricks. I've never laughed so hard at any one individual that wasn't like getting paid on a regular basis.
He's great.
Danny Hucks.
Can I say something about Danny Hucks?
Absolutely.
He's great. Yes, he's for the little scene. Great guy. Hilarious. Great jokes.
I'll get him back this way soon.
Years ago, before I ever started doing stand-up, my stepmom.
Did she fuck him?
Oh gosh.
Yes.
So Danny Hucks is having.
And I'm like, damn, Danny got to before I did.
That's Pornhub for you.
What?
Yeah, I still talked about it. This is the last person I thought. But he did this benefit. His stepmom used to bartend at this bar. And they did a benefit for, I think it was a house that burned down.
Okay.
The baby died in the fire.
Oh wow.
So it was a really sad situation. But the audience was horrible. People were there not to hear a comedy show.
Right.
They were there just chilling at the bar. It was more laid back. It wasn't a somber environment. It was chill.
It wasn't awake.
It wasn't awake.
Okay.
It was at a bar. It was like a benefit thing.
All right.
And like a lot of the proceeds of the drinks and shit. And the comedians were there, and nobody was listening to him. People were. The host was like yelling at the people, like saying, "Hey, if you want to
We
talk,
experienced that here about 3 weeks ago.
if you want to talk, just go in the patio. Go to the patio. Go outside. But here, please record comics." People were awful. So Danny was on there doing his stuff. Nobody was listening. And mind you, this is for like a dead. Anyway, I was listening. He said, I saw his face. He's like, "Hey, this is my favorite Danny Hucks joke. There's nothing wrong with having a baby face, but there is something wrong with having 5 in a plastic bag." And he just told that joke because he said, "Fuck it, nobody's." And you can tell at the end nobody was listening. He just told it, and I'm like, "That's amazing."
He's one of the most ingenious comics I've ever met.
And he's not like a dark guy, but that's.
I said one of. You are in there too. You're definitely one of the darkest comedians I've ever met. I'll leave that there.
Hey, you're not gonna get corporate gigs being that dark.
Oh man. Somebody offered me like an email from corporate.
Dude, I got one of those too. It was a fucking scam. Don't do it.
Really?
Yeah, there's like some people that are going through like TikTok, and they're finding your emails and shit through your link trees and whatnot, and they're emailing you about, "Hey, I need you to come do this corporate gig. They offer you $1,000. We'll get you a car and everything." Mine was supposed to be down at the whatever.
What they need from you to scam?
Well, they wanted to get like information, bank account, and all that. I'm like, yeah, no, we're good.
Okay, yeah.
I said I don't give that shit out to people. You know,
Send me the check.
Yeah, just give me a check.
Yeah. Sounds good.
What's
So
your address?
speaking of burning babies or whatever.
That'd be a good band.
Yeah, that's a good. I'm like, man, I might copyright that. Do not steal that. No, in California, shout out to our people on the West Coast.
Oh, absolutely.
Going through it out there. Hopefully nobody's baby's mine. I laugh, I joke, I play game over. It's definitely, even though I'm a sociopath, whatever, I know that from other people posting on Facebook, it's a sad situation. And
It's incredibly sad.
I wish that people are safe.
And the winds are kicking back up again tonight, so there's going to be a lot more loss.
So, hopefully they can find a way to. Why don't they use like fire-proof stuff when they build the house?
I mean, because it doesn't look
They not
good.
have that?
Fire-resistant paneling exists, but it's ugly as hell.
If your baby is on fire, by the way, don't touch it.
Yeah, these people in California are fucking that, gone, mentally, where everything has to look a certain way.
Imagine that being part of the decision of, and then
The way you build your house.
and then your house burns down. It's like,
Right.
now we
could have used FRP, but
this stuff. This is what it looks like.
Apparently, they've been saying for a matter. This is just a matter of time before something like this happens.
Mhm.
I think they showed it's actually Joe Rogan. They showed a clip from like July. He was talking about a firefighter friend of his saying that this is going to happen really soon. We've just been lucky that it hasn't happened. And then just
Joe Rogan he has a bit of the Matt Groening effect happening on his podcast.
Simpsons.
The Simpsons is predicting shit that's going to happen in the future type deal.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's been doing that shit nonstop by the guests that he's been having that are like predicting these things to happen, and it's actually happening. I don't know if people think that Joe Rogan's a nut job or whatever, or wackadoodle, but he is a caring, sensitive person that actually wants to help people become better versions of themselves. And he's also funny. But when it comes down to it, the people on his podcast, there's shit that's happening, and it's been talked about for years on his podcast now. And it's kind of given that Matt Groening effect, where like some people think that Matt Groening's a time traveler, and he's sitting here predicting everything that's getting ready to happen. But
nothing Matt Groening. He's still alive, isn't he? What
did he?
I think he's still alive.
Here we go with Google.
He's alive in our
The
hearts.
Simpsons,
That's
show,
ending this year, right?
I don't think so. They did like a fake series finale. They did an episode that was I didn't see it.
Oh,
They did an episode that was the series finale, quote unquote, but it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Just as a joke.
I guess he is alive. I don't know if they died.
Yeah, but also like he's like the creator of it. He did those early comics, but
Right.
There's never ever an episode that says written by Matt Groening. Like, he's
No.
not involved in that.
But
But I guess he feeds it down.
of course.
I thought he died.
No, there's a lot of people that have died, but he's not one of them.
Oh,
Awkward, yeah.
Anyway, so we had a good time here talking about some stuff. Is there anything that you want to bring up and talk about?
but you were asking me kind of like earlier on about like
Yeah, my ADD gets really in the way.
It's let's see. I was in a play club. So some of the special needs persons, the 25-year-old whose parents wanted to hire a
You
prostitute.
remember a line from that?
That's pretty on the spot.
I can remember like just kind of things that were like talked about what it's about.
I feel like when you were like, you don't remember like
There wasn't like a line that was like so iconic. It was just
scene. What was the scene?
I mean, there's scene where the prostitute walks into a room and I'm like, freaking out. I don't know what to do, and so the whole like she's like basically trying to like get me to have sex with her because I'm pushing back because I'm nervous and shit.
It reminds me of a Jim Jeffries bit
Yeah.
where he took one guy to a prostitute, to a brothel, and he was trying to get him laid, and he was handicapped or something. Jim
One of my
Jeffries.
characters was obsessed with rugby.
Oh, okay.
He was really into rugby.
Okay.
And it was actually the first time. It was a really good play. It was the first time it was ever done in the U.S. as a British play. We didn't do like British accents.
Oh, cool. Let me hear your British accent.
Oh, it's terrible. Actually, we got a couple of reviews.
It might be spot on.
We got a couple of reviews, and in one of the reviews, it said that they kept going in and out of their accents.
Yeah, that's
oh shit.
It's bad.
I felt like I wasn't doing that,
Couldn't
but
do
this
the
guy
fucking
felt
accents.
you were.
So this play is what got you into comedy.
Oh, well, so no, I'm just like backtracking. What the play's about is kind of related. No, I kind of. We were 2 weeks from opening the show, and all the COVID shit happened.
Oh, yeah, COVID.
And the play was like, we're gonna postpone this play for at least a month. So postpone for another month. Get email, still more, push back, and of course the theater community, they were full blown on the coast.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was in Florida.
Right. Yeah, I was
so-
outside in 2 weeks in Florida going to
Yes.
Walmart. But
So anyway, like that big, we did eventually about a year and a half later get to get back to. We basically had to start from scratch. We did the play. That was very satisfying to do. But in between that time, yeah, I had started doing stand up because
needed something to do.
the caravan was open and they were doing the mics, and I was like really immersed in the whole comedy kind of like podcast circuit, and really was like just really super into comedy again.
That's awesome.
And then I'm like, I gotta do this. So I did open mic in October 20.
So which one do you consider your home club, LCC or the Caravan?
Oh, very much LCC. Very much.
Me
so.
too. I'm a Lexington comic, and I consider LCC my home.
Yeah, I mean, I've had opportunities at LCC. I've been able to host, open. LCC is also great because
What is LCC?
Louisville Comedy
Louisville
Club.
Comic Club.
I also work there. I work there part time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm an employee there.
Oh,
as well,
LCC?
so it's definitely my.
So I just started to this together.
But it's great. I loved it when that opened because before that opened, you had to go to a comedy off Broadway.
Right.
To see.
And it's hard as hell to get on there.
Yeah, and but as far as even like seeing, big name club comics.
Thank you for the love. Thank you.
Yeah, they go to like they would not go to the caravan.
Right.
It
Caravan's just kind of like back away off the thing.
But it's hard to like kind of navigate what I should do with my style of comedy because I don't get like certain like I've DM people that run like show like Laugh Little and things like that.
Right.
And they've said, as far as doing certain kind of shows, like you're just a little bit too dark. We don't want this kind of subject matter to be talked about like in like
that
a
same
bar setting when somebody's walking in, things like that. So
that particular same
Not to cut
promoter.
you, that makes me think of not to cut you, my bad. But that makes me think of a good thing. Because you always hear that as a compliment. That you're too dark, you curse too much. How the fuck do these other comedians who we idolize who have a similar material style make it? Did they fake it the whole way until they made it? Like, how did they, you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
If this is such a bad thing and people don't like this, there are famous comedians who are dark comedians. There are famous comedians.
I mean, Joey Diaz.
Who curse all day. So how do these? You get what I'm saying? How? If you're telling me right now when I'm trying to get booked that I don't know, man, you're too dark.
You're too rough around that.
Oh, you need to learn how to work clean if you want to get booked. You got to do clean comedy. All these little things that people are telling you, and it's like, well, how the fuck does somebody else make it?
People like dirty comedy. People like
Get some
comedy.
good.
People like it. There is an audience for it.
So how do these other people? Did Dave Chappelle have to work clean at some point? Was he doing that to get booked to make it the way he's at? Was any of those Def Comedy Jam people working clean at one point? Because they always
Barney.
Was he think he was working clean? Was he doing that?
No, I mean,
What happened?
I think the key to making it is just being true to yourself.
Yeah.
Being who you are, damn what other people
Because
think.
it's organically to my sense of humor. Like, it's not that I don't like great, clean comedy.
Absolutely.
I think Dave Argosy is really fucking funny.
He is.
But it would be off-putting if he suddenly just had this really fucked up joke. It's not him. It's not his vibe. If it feels natural to you, then it works.
Right.
And I just feel like it's. There was this one comedian I saw one time who said that he said, I only do clean comedy. That's all I do. But if you can only tour people do clean, and he got the audience to clap for him. He said that. He said the way he said it bothered me. It's like he was saying clean comedy was synonymous with ethical comedy, and I just don't agree.
That's part.
I don't think that the clean argument about getting booked is valid because there's comics like Louis C.K., there's Joey Diaz, there's Robert Schimmel, who has since passed.
Yes.
Bob Schimmel was the dirtiest motherfucker. Sam Kinison. I mean, I can go on for days. The argument about being clean is wrong. Huh?
That was Robert Smigel. And he did Triumph the Insult Dog.
Yes.
He was one of the head writers.
He didn't know.
I mean, there's a lot of the writers.
Robert Schimmel. He was like,
Yeah,
Old
Bob
school
Schimmel.
kinda.
Yeah, he'd get on stage in a suit and he would sit there and he'd tell you dirty jokes.
Yeah.
Lenny Bruce style.
Yeah.
he was kind of like old school dirty.
But yeah,
Like,
but
it was dirty, but it
you still
was.
get my question for the people like, how if somebody's telling you you need to change your style, and then my biggest fear would be that I go clean, just now I believe that supporting me or this deep support who's expecting a certain type of comedy, and that's not my comedy. But now I'm famous and can't get booked, and they're like, you're doing that clean stuff, right? It's like, no, what do you mean? And no, that's not me. It's like, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Well, I've had an absolute blast talking to you, Wes. We're going to have you back sometime.
What up, Ed?
We appreciate you driving all the way down from Louisville.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
I also need to work on getting you on one of my shows again here in the near future.
Okay, yeah.
But we appreciate everybody that's taking their time to watch us today. This is our 12th episode. We appreciate all our fans and supporters. We ask anybody that sees this to please like and subscribe to the Funnier in Person podcast page on YouTube, to the Dirty 4.5 YouTube page, and also to my personal Facebook page, which is Andy Bogus. I have to go by James Andrews on stage because nobody can spell my damn last name. So there you go.
Wes Allen. Wes Junker Louisville is my Instagram handle.
Is there another Wes Junker?
What? No, Wes Junker Louisville.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
He said, was there necessary to put the Louisville on there?
There's other Wes Junkers that may even be me, but I don't use those anymore. I don't know how to delete. Instagram.
Okay, I got
So
you.
you delete that shit.
So you have to do your own.
My Instagram is James Andrews Comedy. You can find my link tree there to get to all the other pages.
At 34.5, that's DIRTY number 4 ANDAHALF 34.5 _ RSC on Instagram. You can also find all my links there, or just Google 34.5 and it'll pop up like herpes and pimples.
Herpes and pimples, or mumps. Okay, so we thank everybody for coming today. Also, if you have any questions for us, please email them into the Funnier in Person podcast at gmail.com. Where's your next show?
This Friday I'll be at West Point.
I'll be at that one too.
Is it Friday?
It's 18th, Saturday, I think.
18th, I'll be at West Point.
Yeah.
All right, just come to the Louisville Comedy Club Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. Really fun open mic.
I got
over
banned
there.
from there.
Oh, you did? Well, don't get banned.
My ban is over now, but I was banned for like 30 days because I missed it.
Oh, you didn't show up? Oh, that really doesn't really happen. They don't enforce it.
Yeah.
So I didn't apply again. I got to apply again, but I didn't apply. I stopped applying because I got banned for like, well, you know what it is? I don't check emails like that like I should, and they email me, I guess, and tell me.
So the Funnier in Person podcast email I take care of.
Yes.
Let's get that straightened out.
But I don't check emails like I should, so I didn't even know I was on the show. One time, fucking Lyle told me I was on the show.
Right.
He was like, yo, man, you want to ride down together? I'm like, I'll support you. He's like, you on the show too?
Motherfucker, you're on the show. Yeah. So anyway, I perform at Louisville Comedy Club on the 21st, which is next week. After that, I'll be at Planet of the Tapes.
You got you to it this weekend too on Mad Axe, right?
I got Mad Axe this weekend on Saturday. So the comedy club in West Point is Friday.
Yes.
Because my show's on Saturday.
Okay.
Now that I think about it, you're right. So West Point Friday, Mad Axe in Richmond on Saturday, and then on the 21st, I'll be at Louisville Comedy Club. You're there on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Yes.
I might come down and see if I get in the bucket.
Next time here, I'll have more things to promote. That's the goal.
Oh yeah,
I'm just like doing the mics.
And
absolutely.
roast battles.
Oh yeah, we have the roast battle on the 23rd.
Come through January 23rd. Watch us roast some people. He got somebody to roast. We might make it all the way to the championship. One of us, we're gonna make it happen. We might end up having to roast each other.
God help us.
You know what I mean? If that happens.
We're gonna talk about black people time if I do.
Unless you're gonna roast an entire group of people.
No, I'm gonna roast him.
Sees all blacks.
Hey, you're the only one I know.
I can tell you.
I'm just kidding.
He probably tells me I have black friends.
Makes that plural when it's not true.
Okay, anyway, we're going to wrap this up. We appreciate everybody that's watched this tonight. Thank you guys for following. We'll see you on Friday. Have a good one.
Be good to each other, love each other, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Neighbors.
All right. That was fun.
It was fun.